Now let us talk
local self government. Okay, बच्चों, there is union government, state government in India. Okay, there is also another kind of government which is called what? Local self government. Okay, the local self governments are engaged in solving the problems uh, in their areas. Okay, because they are working at local level. Okay, they are working at local level, so they are engaged in solving the problems in their areas. Okay, and of course the state legislatures passed laws for the creation of local government. Okay, the state government do not interfere in the routine working of the local government. जो local government है उसके working में state government interfere नहीं करती. Okay, and of course लोकल गवर्नमेंट जो होती है, लोकल गवर्नमेंट, ओके, दे एंजॉय ग्रेटर डिग्री ऑफ ऑटोनॉमी इन डिसीजन मेकिंग. ओके, वो खुद अपना डिसीजन ले सकती है. यदि कुछ इश्यूज यदि ज़्यादा सीवियर होते हैं, सीरियस होते हैं, देन दे अप्रोच टू स्टेट गवर्नमेंट. अंडरस्टूड? नाउ local government, no doubt local governments enjoy greater degree of autonomy, just we talked about it, but they have to follow the guidelines set by the law of the state government. Okay, कि जो स्टेट गवर्नमेंट ने गाइडलाइंस प्रोवाइड की है उनको लोकल गवर्नमेंट्स को फॉलो करने हैं. At present there are two types of local self governments. These are urban local self government, that is municipal government, and second one is what? Rural local self government, that is panchayati raj. Okay, now let us talk about urban local self government. Okay, कि urban local self government किसको बोलोगे? कि which are working in the urban areas. ओके, अभी अर्बन एरियाज मीन्स अर्बन एरियाज आर लुक्ड आफ्टर बाय द म्यूनसिपैलिटीज. आपको पता है ये. ओके, द अर्बन एरियाज इन इंडिया आर लुक्ड आफ्टर बाय द municipalities. Okay, now let us talk about structure of municipalities. Okay, or you can say composition of municipalities. First factor. Okay, first component of municipalities is what? Municipal corporation. Okay, बच्चों, there are about 23 municipal corporations in Maharashtra. Okay, and of course they maintain the administration at local level. Okay, for example, the municipal corporation of Greater Mumbai operates under the BMC, Brihan Mumbai Municipal Corporation. A municipal corporation involves the council. Okay, the council. Then council जो होती है, it is consisting of the representatives elected by the people from different wards. Okay, उनको क्या कहा जाता है? They are called what? Councillors. इनको नगर सेवक कहा जाता है. Okay, who enjoys a term of 5 years. Now, second component of municipal corporation is what? Mayor and deputy mayor. Mayor मतलब क्या बोलते हैं इसको हम लोग? महापौर. And deputy mayor उप महापौर. Okay, the mayor is the first citizen of the city. Okay, and जो काउंसिलर्स होते हैं, नगर सेवक जो होते हैं, दे इलेक्ट मेयर. काउंसिलर जो होते हैं, नगर सेवक जो होते हैं, वो मेयर को इलेक्ट करते हैं फॉर अ पीरियड ऑफ 2.5 years. इन द एब्सेंस ऑफ मेयर, द डेप्यूटी मेयर मतलब जो उप महापौर होता है, he or she performs his functions. Okay, now municipal commissioner. Municipal commissioner is the chief executive officer. Okay, and of course he is appointed by the state government. Okay, कि जो भी IAS ऑफिसर्स होते हैं अपॉइंटेड बाय द स्टेट गवर्नमेंट, वो म्यूनिसिपल कमिश्नर्स होते हैं. ओके, Now committees, there are different types of committees in municipal corporation, जैसे कि standing committee, transport committee, town planning committee, etc. They work properly. Okay, now what are the functions of municipal corporation? Municipal corporation के functions क्या है? Functions जो होते हैं of municipal corporation are classified as obligatory functions and discretionary functions. Obligatory functions को क्या कहा जाता है हम लोग कि which are compulsory, which are highly necessary to people. Okay, कि जो होने ही हैं, जो रहने ही चाहिए हर अर्बन एरिया में. ओके उनको क्या कहा जाता है? ऑब्लिगेटरी फंक्शंस. फॉर एग्जांपल कंस्ट्रक्शन एंड मेंटेनेंस ऑफ रोड, सप्लाई ऑफ क्लीन वाटर, देन स्ट्रीट लाइटिंग एंड रिमूवल ऑफ गार्बेज, सैनिटरी, हेल्थ केयर फैसिलिटीज एक्सेट्रा. दीज आर व्हाट? ऑब्लिगेटरी फंक्शंस. ओके, नाउ लेट अस टॉक अबाउट डिस्क्रेशनरी फंक्शंस. डिस्क्रेशनरी फंक्शंस मतलब क्या? ऐच्छिक कार्य. ओके, यदि मतलब इफ पॉसिबल, यदि पॉसिबल होता है तो ही ये करने हैं. ओके, फॉर एग्जांपल कंडक्टिंग सर्वे. कंडक्टिंग सर्वे ये कंपलसरी में नहीं आता है या तो ऑब्लिगेटरी में नहीं आता है. इफ समवन वांट्स टू कंडक्ट सर्वे दे कैन. ओके, देन कंस्ट्रक्टिंग एंड मेंटेनिंग म्यूजियम्स, लाइब्रेरीज, public parks and gardens. Okay, then constructing orphanages, rescue homes for women and street children, etc. So these are what? Discretionary functions. Now let us talk about municipal council. Municipal council. Okay, the smaller cities are looked after by the municipal council. Okay, उसको हम लोग क्या कहते हैं? नगर परिषद. म्यूनिसिपल काउंसिल्स आर कॉल्ड व्हाट? नगर परिषद. जो म्यूनिसिपल काउंसिल जो होती है, इट इज कंसिस्ट बाय द it is consist of the council members, the president and vice presidents, committees, etc. Okay, now let us talk about one by one. The council members elected by the people, obviously. Okay, then there is certain kind of reservation for SC/ST population, for reservation for women, OBC, etc. Okay, the members of council enjoy a term of 5 years. Now let us talk about president and vice president. President and vice president in the Nagar Parishad, at the Nagar Parishad. Okay, these are what? President and vice president are actually presiding officers. Okay, they are elected by the members of the council for a period of 2.5 years. The president of the municipal council is the first citizen of the town. जो president होता है of municipal council, okay, वो first citizen होता है town का. Okay, and obviously in the absence of the president, the vice president performs his functions. Now there are different committees at Nagar Parishad. Okay, they work means they are working. Yes, one second. There are different committees. Just there are different committees. Okay, in the municipal council. Okay, they perform the functions. Okay, so for example, there is one standing committee and 6 subject committee. एक स्थायी समिति होती है and 6 subject committees होती है, जैसे कि पब्लिक वर्क्स कमेटी, एजुकेशन कमेटी, सैनिटेशन कमेटी, वाटर सप्लाई कमेटी, प्लानिंग एंड डेवलपमेंट कमेटी, विमेन एंड चाइल्ड वेलफेयर कमेटी, एक्सेट्रा एक्सेट्रा. Okay, and of course the role and functions of the municipal council are similar the municipal corporation. Okay, and obviously the municipal corporations looks after a large area, whereas a municipal council works for a comparatively smaller area. Okay, now लेट अस टॉक अबाउट नगर पंचायत. ओके, नगर पंचायत जो होती है बच्चों, इट इज़ अ न्यू फॉर्म ऑफ अर्बन लोकल सेल्फ गवर्नमेंट. ओके, इट इज़ फॉर्म्ड, जो नगर पंचायत होती है, इट इज़ फॉर्म्ड according to the 74th constitutional amendment. Okay, a rural area in the process of transition to an urban area is governed by the nagar panchayat. Okay, जो कोई एक रूरल एरिया है, कोई एक रूरल एरिया है, वो यदि आहिस्ते आहिस्ते अर्बन एरिया में कन्वर्ट हो रहा है, ओके, तो ऐसे एरियाज, दोज काइंड ऑफ एरियाज आर गवर्न्ड बाय नगर पंचायत. Okay, now let us talk about the Constitution into bracket 74th Amendment Act 1992. Okay, देखो बच्चों, भारत के बहुत सारे स्टेट्स में जो अर्बन लोकल सेल्फ गवर्नमेंट थी, उनका कारोबार कुछ रीजंस की वजह से अच्छे से नहीं हो रहा था, अच्छे से नहीं चल रहा था. वो रीजंस क्या थे? failure to hold regular elections, then prolonged super sessions, then inadequate financial powers by the to the body, etc. Okay, तो ऐसी सिचुएशन में there was it was necessary that the constitution incorporate certain provision relating to the urban local self government. Okay, the 74th amendment of the constitution in 1992 specified the following provisions. Okay, तो ऐसे हालत में क्या हुआ कि ऐसे सिचुएशन में जो 74th अमेंडमेंट एक्ट था, उसमें कुछ प्रोविजंस बनाई गई ऐसे एरियाज के लिए. ओके, कि वो प्रोविजंस क्या बनाई गई कि कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन ऑफ 3 टाइप्स ऑफ म्यूनसिपैलिटीज़. ओके, जो म्यूनसिपैलिटीज़ होती हैं, मतलब जैसे कि नगर पालिका जो होती है, उसके नगर पालिका के 3 प्रकार या 3 टाइप्स बनाए गए. ओके, कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन ऑफ 3 टाइप्स ऑफ म्यूनसिपैलिटीज़. फर्स्ट टाइप क्या बनाया गया? म्यूनसिपल कॉरपोरेशन, महानगर पालिका, म्यूनसिपल काउंसिल, नगर परिषद एंड नगर पंचायत. ओके, देन दूसरी प्रोविजन क्या बनाई गई? प्रोविजन ऑफ ग्रेटर फंक्शनल रेस्पॉन्सिबिलिटीज एंड फिनेंशियल पावर्स टू द म्यूनसिपैलिटीज. ओके, थर्ड प्रोविजन क्या दी है बच्चों 74th अमेंडमेंट में? एडिक्वेट रिप्रेजेंटेशन ऑफ वीकर सेक्शंस एंड वुमेन इन द municipalities. Now, fourth provision which is given in the 74th Amendment Act is regular and fair conduct of municipal elections. Then constitution of ward committees, okay, district planning committees, metropolitan planning committees, and state finance commission, etc. Okay, these provisions are made in 74th Amendment Act of the Constitution. Okay, now according to the 74th Amendment, okay, several state governments have attended their municipal acts, laws, legislations, okay, etc. But the provisions of the 74th Amendment Act have been complied with in all the states of India, but in some states the provisions have not been complied with. Various committees and commissions have been set up. All decisions regarding acceptance are to be taken by the state government. Okay, thus the state government holds the final decision making authority. Now let us talk about rural local self government. Rural local self government. Okay, the rural local self government in India is described as Panchayati Raj. Okay, the establishment of Panchayati Raj was a revolutionary step towards the involvement of rural people at the grassroots level in the process of rural development. On the basis of Balwant Rai Mehta Committee, Rajasthan was the first state to establish Panchayati Raj in India. Rajasthan was the first state to establish Panchayati Raj in India. Okay, remember this sentence. After that, the entire rural India came under Panchayati Raj system. Now, what was the main aim to have Panchayati Raj system? Main aims or goals of Panchayati Raj systems are as follows. Okay, first and important aim or goal of the Panchayati Raj system is to create socio-economic development in rural areas. Okay, then to make Indian villages self-reliant and self-sufficient, self-governing. Okay, to secure a sense of self-confidence among rural people, to provide political educations to rural people. Okay, students, the Panchayati Raj system in India exists at three-tier system, exists at three-tier levels. Okay, तो three-tier level क्या क्या है? First is Jilha Parishad, and Jilha Parishads are at district level. Okay, then second one is what? Panchayat Samiti. Panchayat Samitis are at block level. And third one is what? Gram Panchayat. Gram Panchayats are at village level. Okay, now let us talk about one by one. Jilha Parishad. Okay, Jilha Parishad is an apex institution in the Panchayati Raj system. Okay, the elected members are the representatives of the people, obviously, है ना, कि जो elected members होते हैं, they are the representatives of the people. Then there is reservation, okay, in Jilha Parishads for women, then for SCs, for STs, etc. Okay, then the members of Jilha Parishad enjoy a term of 5 years. जो जिला परिषद के जो मेंबर्स होते हैं, ओके, दे एंजॉय अ टर्म ऑफ 5 years. ओके, तो अभी ये जो मेंबर्स हैं, या तो now let us talk about कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन ऑफ जिला परिषद. जिला परिषद में कौन से मेंबर्स होते हैं, कौन सी कमिटीज़ होती हैं? लेट अस टॉक अबाउट द प्रेसिडेंट एंड वाइस प्रेसिडेंट. Okay, the president and vice president are the presiding officers of the Jilha Parishad. Okay, इनका भी टर्म कितना होता है? 2.5 years. 2.5 साल का इनका टेनर होता है. Okay, the president supervises the financial and administrative aspects of the परिषद. जिला परिषद का जो फिनेंशियल एंड एडमिनिस्ट्रेटिव एस्पेक्ट होता है वो कौन देखता है? प्रेसिडेंट. एंड उनके गैर हाजिरी में वाइस प्रेसिडेंट जो है वो कारोबार देखते हैं. ओके, देन कमिटीज ऑफ द जिला परिषद. देर आर डिफरेंट कमिटीज एट द जिला परिषद. ओके, for example, the standing committee plays an important role in the functioning of the Jilha Parishad. And along with the standing committees, there are 9 subject committees. Okay, there are 9. मतलब क्या है इसमें भी? जिला परिषद में भी एक स्टैंडिंग कमिटी होती है and 9 subject committees होती है. Now let us see which are these subject committees. 9 subject committees. Okay, finance committee, public works committee, and agriculture committee, social welfare committee, education committee, health committee, animal husbandry committee, women and child welfare committee, water supply and conservation committee. Okay, so these are what 9 subject committees. Okay, one standing committee and 9 subject committees. Now the chief executive officer, okay, CEO, उसको हम लोग क्या बोलते हैं, CEO in short is the administrative head of the जिला परिषद. जिला परिषद का एडमिनिस्ट्रेटिव हेड कौन होता है, CEO. And of course CEO is appointed by the state government and belongs to IAS. कोई यदि IAS हुआ means belongs to IAS. Okay, he is responsible for implementing the resolutions and decisions of the जिला परिषद. जो resolutions पास करने हैं ओके जिला परिषद में, ओके तो वो किनके जरिए पास किए जाते हैं, CEO के जरिए. ओके, नाउ सेकेंड कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंट ऑफ of Panchayati Raj is what? First constituent is Jila Parishad. Second component of Panchayati Raj is what? Panchayat Samiti. Panchayat Samiti. बच्चों पंचायत समिति फंक्शंस और वर्क्स एट तालुका लेवल. तालुका लेवल पे कौन काम करती है, पंचायत समिति. Now let us talk about composition of the members of Panchayat Samiti. Okay, and of course composition जो होती है पंचायत समिति की is similar to that of जिला परिषद. Okay, now the chairman. Okay, जो चेयरमैन होता है पंचायत समिति का, he presides over the meetings. Okay, and चेयरमैन की गैर हाजिरी में जो डेप्यूटी चेयरमैन होते हैं, he performs functions, chairman's functions. Okay, then the BDO, block development officer, is the executive head of the पंचायत समिति. जो ब्लॉक डेवलपमेंट ऑफिसर होते हैं वो कौन, एग्जीक्यूटिव हेड होते हैं पंचायत समिति के. एंड ऑफ कोर्स BDO is also appointed by the state government and he is also an IAS officer. Okay, then third component of Panchayati Raj is what बच्चों, ग्राम पंचायत. Okay, ग्राम पंचायत works at village level. Okay, and let us talk about its composition. Okay, composition. सरपंच, सरपंच जो होते हैं वो ग्राम पंचायत के हेड होते हैं and he enjoys a term of 5 years. Okay, he implements, मतलब सरपंच implements the and supervises the resolutions passed by the gram panchayat, and in the absence of sarpanch, deputy sarpanch exercises his powers. Okay, now ग्राम सेवक. ग्राम सेवक जो होते हैं who is appointed by the जिला परिषद to carry out the routine work of the ग्राम पंचायत. Okay, then ग्राम सभा. ग्राम सभा, ग्राम सभा जो होती है बच्चों, it's a kind of rural organization of local people. Okay, but was inefficient in its functioning due to lack of executive powers. Okay, now let us talk about the Constitution. 73rd Amendment Act. 73rd Amendment Act 1992. Okay, this act came into force to provide constitutional status to the Panchayati Raj institutions. Okay, इसके पीछे भी रीज़न क्या था कि कि बहुत सारी जो रूरल लोकल सेल्फ गवर्नमेंट थी बच्चों, ओके, वो प्रॉपरली काम नहीं कर रही थी। ओके, तो जो रूरल लोकल सेल्फ गवर्नमेंट है उनको और ज़्यादा स्ट्रॉन्ग बनाने के लिए, ओके, वो अपना काम अच्छे से करे, इसके लिए कुछ प्रोविजंस बनाई गई। ओके, कुछ प्रोविजंस बनाई गई, एंड these provisions, those provisions have been given in the 73rd Amendment Act 1992, and these provisions are compulsory or common or should follow, okay, what are given in 73rd Amendment Act, okay, should follow in all रूरल लोकल सेल्फ गवर्नमेंट। ओके, जो भी इंडिया की जो भी रूरल लोकल सेल्फ गवर्नमेंट है, उन्होंने ये सब जो भी प्रोविजंस दिए हैं 73rd अमेंडमेंट एक्ट में, उनको फॉलो करना, इम्प्लीमेंट करना ज़रूरी है। ओके, नाउ प्रोविजंस क्या दी गई है, व्हाट आर द मेजर प्रोविजंस गिवन इन द 73rd अमेंडमेंट एक्ट? Okay, let us talk about Constitution of Panchayati Raj at three tier level. Okay, where the population is of 2 million. Gram Sabha, okay, to occupy a significant position to bring necessary favorable changes in the villages. Okay, holding Panchayat elections regularly in every 5 years. हर 5 साल में पंचायत में जो इलेक्शंस होते हैं वो होल्ड करना ज़रूरी है। रिजर्वेशन ऑफ सीट्स फॉर SC, STs एंड वुमेन, ओके, इज़ नेसेसरी। अपॉइंटमेंट ऑफ स्टेट फाइनेंस कमीशन to recommendations regarding financial powers of the panchayats. Then constitution of district planning commission to plan for the development of the district. Okay, so these are what different provisions made in the 73rd Amendment Act 1992. The 73rd Amendment Act 1992 has given a new dimension to the process of women's empowerment in India, okay, especially in rural India. Okay, the provision of 33% reservation to women in rural local self-government has provided a new political role which involves them in the planning process of the state. Okay, तो देखो बच्चों, यदि आप लोग ग्राम पंचायती में देखोगे सरपंच, उपसरपंच, ये जो क्या बोलते हैं हम लोग पोस्ट पे बहुत सारी महिलाएं काम कर रही हैं। ओके, तो दिस इज व्हाट इज पॉजिटिव इम्पैक्ट। ओके, you can say women empowerment in rural India. Okay, the 73rd Amendment has changed the situation of rural women, just we talked about it, है ना, and ensured their adequate representation in different levels of Panchayati Raj, especially in the states of Rajasthan, Karnataka, Andhra Pradesh, West Bengal and Kerala. Okay, so it was all about what local self-government, under which we have seen urban local self-government and rural local self-government. Okay, now next and last subtopic of 5th unit is role of women in politics, or women in politics, or women and politics. Okay, or role of women in the field of politics.